Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm just going to make sure that we are live on all of our channels that we should be live on. So I just want to check really quick, just because, technology is good when it works, right? So
Mhm.
let's see here. I hope I did this all right. I want to make sure. Yes, we are live on Facebook. Yay. Okay, let me just make sure because everything else is. Make sure. Let me just make sure here. Let's see. Create live video. So tell me how your day's going so far, Georgina.
Very busy, full of consultations this morning, but busy is good. Just meeting with my clients, getting their affairs in order, wanting to prepare their living trust to plan for the future.
Yes. Let's see. Copy streaming software. Okay. Just want to make sure because sometimes this is uh, the Instagram one is the one where sometimes it gets a little bit tricky because the way it wants you to go live.
I don't think I see you live on that one.
Yeah. So that's why it takes a minute to you have to be, and like I told you, it doesn't help that my stuff is, oh, here we go. Here we go. I think I figured it out.
Okay, now it shows that you're live on Instagram. So we're up
Okay.
and running.
Yay. Okay, awesome. So thank you guys so much for your patience, for joining us. We're super excited. Georgina and I have been working on this event to educate everyone out there. This year has been pretty interesting with all the headlines. Even today, I saw Channel 7 News, talking about all the changes in real estate. And it's unfortunate the way that they give the information because it's not 100% accurate. And we'd love for you to come learn from us, the professionals who are in the field, who are, using real estate law and contracts and everything on a daily basis, and get your information, straight from us so we can guide you and help you. So why don't you tell them a little bit about our event and what we have planned, Georgina?
Of course. So during this event, I am going to be discussing several aspects that come up when you're purchasing a property and once you own a property. During the purchase process, it's very important how you decide to take title. I come to find out that a lot of people just mark a box and don't even understand the legal implications of when they decide to take title as joint tenants with the right of survivorship or as tenants in common. I've encountered a lot of lawsuits where I have my clients that are the true owners of a property, but they had someone else apply for the loan and they are on title. So I am going to be speaking about ways that you can prevent from issues arising down the road. And then once you've closed escrow on your property, so many things can happen. Some of my clients decide to add their children on title. So I'm going to be discussing extensively why it's not a good idea to add your children on title. And lastly, I will be discussing the benefits of having a living trust. My office does focus on preparing living trust. I'm a certified specialist by the California State Bar in estate planning, probate, and trust administration. So I think everyone's going to be in for a good treat. I've been licensed as an attorney for nearly 14 years, so I've heard everything. Nothing scares me anymore. I've heard it all, just with different people, same fact pattern, just different people undergoing certain situations.
Yes. And as speaking of that, even I'm not an attorney, but even working in real estate, it's like, we hear the crazy stories, we see unfortunate events, and circumstances. So that's so important, and that's why I felt, that the need for, us to team up together, me working in it every day, and seeing it. And then obviously you having the experience as an attorney, just knowing the rights and the wrongs and, what's the right way to handle things. I wanted to share really quick a call that I got not too long ago. And this was one of many reasons why I felt the need for something like this, this event, this type of event to help educate, whoever felt the need, that needs this. Actually, everybody needs it, but who actually wants to take the time to come and learn and, and hopefully, make a better decisions moving forward. But I had a past client of mine who his mom, just said, "Hey, I'm going to add my four children onto title, just in the event, something happens to me later on." She wasn't sick, she wasn't, she didn't foresee any issues, but what was she trying to do? Was trying to avoid spending the money on a trust, basically. And that's, a lot of people look at it as an expense and not as an added value, to protect their asset. So she, I guess, went to someone who prepared a deed, added her four children, and thinking that that was going to protect her children in the event something happened to her. Again, she's thinking, and she had the understanding with them that this is not your home. This is in the event, God forbid something happens to me. At that point, you guys will be able to, decide whatever's best at that time. Well, 2 years pass. One of her children decides that she wants, her portion of what her ownership is of this property. So, of course, the mom didn't agree and was like, "No, that wasn't the purpose of me adding you to the title." But unfortunately, the daughter was going to proceed to get an attorney and try to get her to give her, whatever her share was. And so that's just one reason. I mean, just one. I'm sure there's multiple that Georgina can come up with of why that was not the best way to go about it. And so, like I said, because of that and hearing other stories that I hear, with title, a lot of, again, people think it's as simple as going to, Staples or Google and downloading a grant deed and adding someone on, and that's all it takes. But there's so much more, to it. So we hope that you join us tomorrow. 11 o'clock. We'll be in Ontario. We'll be in the Legacy Escrow office. If you need information, directions, please feel free to reach out to either one of us by messaging us, and we'll be sure to give you the information. But definitely, we're really excited to talk to them, right, Georgina?
Yes, very excited. And I will be offering 2 consultations on the spot. And that's actually very good because right now my first availability is not until October. So you get to cut in line and take advantage of those 2 consultations.
Yes, and I was actually explaining to Georgina that just today I got a random call from someone, with a question about her property, and actually another client who was trying to reach me this week as well about, she was served a letter in regards to her property. So I was telling Georgina, there's so much that can happen in real estate law that you just don't think. A lot of people don't understand. There's just so much that can happen and take place, not just with ownership. It could be with property lines. It could be, with when the way title was transferred at one point. I mean, there's so many things that can actually take place. So we can't wait to see you tomorrow. And yes, Karen just mentioned, she said a comment on Instagram, probate is a nightmare. It is a nightmare. That a nightmare that you don't want to be in. So please join us. Like I said, this is open to everybody, to real estate agents, anyone in the real estate industry. Bring your clients. If you own a home, you want to own a home, you want to know more, yes, give us a call. Life happens all the time, so be prepared because you just never know. Right? So we're excited to see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone.